PROMs is an acronym which stands for Patient Reported Outcome Measures. PROMs is a very efficient tool by which we collect and then analyze the data that the patient supplies us. We then can assess efficiently whether the patient's and the surgeon's goals and expectations have been met.
PROMs 2 has benefited me so much. Through PROMs 2, I was back in work within 12 weeks. I could map my progression, I could discuss it with my physios, I could discuss it with Amy, and after I'd been to my appointments and seen how the graph was dropping from my score before to my score afterwards, and it was giving me the confidence and building my confidence, yeah, I was getting better.
Here at Salford Royal, we're using the PROMs 2 system for patients who are listed for shoulder and hand surgery. The patient is consented by the nursing clinic. Post-op, the questionnaires are completed via the email aspect of the system. If the patient does not have an email address, then the nurse will telephone that patient. Joan Davis is a patient who has had surgery to her right shoulder. She was consented by the nursing clinic to the PROMs 2 system before she had her surgery. Joan's demographic details were entered onto the system, where we then completed her pre-op questionnaires.
I think PROMs 2 has had a huge impact on the NHS because obviously they're focusing on getting waiting times down, and I can access PROMs from home. I can look at my improvement through my physiotherapy, and I can actually phone Amy Barrett up and say, Amy, I don't need my next appointment, which will then be free to give it to somebody else, and that will get the waiting list down for other patients. All through the process, I've been getting regular emails telling me that my data has been updated on the PROMs 2 site so I could access it. There's been a couple of times I've not had an email, and I've just rang Amy, and Amy's done a telephone conference with me and brought me up to date on where things are with the database at that moment in time. PROMs 2 makes me feel quite important, actually, that they've taken the time to give me my own personal database that has given me the luxury of being able to access my own treatment, my own care, and actually to see where I am at each period in time over this past year. So I've really enjoyed being a part of PROMs 2.
I'm Muthu Jayam. I'm a consultant orthopedic surgeon. I specialize in shoulder and elbow surgery. Ultimately, my team and I are very focused in improving the patient's experience and their outcomes. For instance, we had Mrs. Davis, who had an episode of care in this trust at Salford Royal Hospital, and we wanted to know from her what her experience was, what was her outcome after the intervention that she had in this trust.
My name is Zaf Nakwi. I'm a consultant hand and upper limb surgeon at Salford Royal Foundation Trust. I've been doing PROMs 2 for over a year now. I use PROMs 2 to collect data of my patients in hand surgery. Ultimately, as a clinician, I'm trying to work out with the patient what it is that's troubling them, to try and manage that condition, to achieve a successful outcome, and to do it in an efficient and pleasant way. And PROMs 2 helps me and the patient achieve this.
Mrs. Davis is well aware of the treatment that she has received, and she has a constant feedback that she gives us, which then we then tailor her needs in terms of her follow-up appointments so that she does not have to make unnecessary appointments, or if she's concerned about something, she could always come and get in touch with us, and thereby it enhances the overall feedback and her experience of the treatment that she receives in this trust.
Well, as patients are actively involved in both the understanding and monitoring of their condition with the doctor, it's redefined the doctor-patient relationship, with both parties taking ownership of the health of the patient. PROMs 2 is helping my team and I keep the patient at the centre of care, and I'm genuinely excited about the tangible gains we're seeing in both the safety and quality of patient care.
I believe that by the participation of the patients and their personal feedback, we will enhance their overall treatment and their outcomes. This is why I'm excited by the Northwest PROMs 2 project.